came here, they make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands up here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the boys, they call me the hero. Heavy, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it, and I go. Get my way up, get up, way up, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's go, then it's go. I'm the best, I'm the best.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. We'll find Gibson here complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. Pushes past it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught in the end zone. So how about that for a statement? They get 2 instead of 1 on the fake, and it's an 8-0 ball game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The Buccaneers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game. You get the...
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. About 3 yards there to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Tua. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 16, Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And that will keep the lead at 8.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got the first down and more. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run again on first down. Cook. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check Rager.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua going to try and run. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
In motion, Hill. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. looking to throw. And this is incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
And certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yo, blue. Yo, red.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. Going right side here, and that's complete. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Right. Green back. Faster.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Tua now on 1st down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On play action, here's Tua. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. He'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tua. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
And cycle.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 103 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Again, it's Cook. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On the set. Long red.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Green. Hey, confused.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down. Strike 2.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Tua on 4th down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, I mean,
both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Play action. Now it's Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Cook up the gut. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Joe Tryon there to make the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Striker, 3-3. Ultra. Go Ultra.
They're just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tua. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards that time. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll run with Cook, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Okay, ready?
Second and goal from the 1. Now Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers,
somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me.